tonight wasn't the first time that you found something in screen roll and kind of figured out a way to get good shots. What were you seeing in this particular case, those first 6 minutes of the fourth when you guys flipped the lead around?
Just reading the game properly. Putting the ball on time, on target, getting my guys in position to be successful, and my guys were special tonight. Trez, Kuz was exceptional tonight. Obviously, big time game from him. Dennis, KCP, everybody. And that was in that fourth quarter. Was just West, just big minutes. And we needed it on both ends, and we got it.
You've spoken about Kuz often this year, last year too. But what are the biggest growth areas that you've noticed in these last couple years?
You just said it's all about growth. The game has just slowed down, every year for him. Obviously, I've been with him for the last 3 years, so the game has just slowed down. And, he knows his role with this team, and he does it, to a high level. And tonight was another example of that.
And LeBron, we got the update about AD and being reevaluated another couple of weeks, so not sure about when Mark's going to come back. What are the keys with that front court, and how does that impact and change the way that you guys have to play here?
It's a collective group. It's a collective effort in the front court. Starting with DJ, Trez coming off the bench, Smooth, myself, Kuz. It's a collective group, and we all have to put our hard hats on in the absence of Mark and AD, and just play bigger than our size. So it's going to be a collective group for all of us.
Okay, let's go to Dave McMenamin, please.
Well, there was a lot of talk about how great the energy was at your first practice after the break. You spoke about how important the reset was for everyone. You fall down 12 to a Pacers team, a couple games under 500. What does it mean for this group to be able to have that comeback and take this first step forward as you march towards the playoff?
Just want to continue to get better. It doesn't matter the record. Teams are going to play well. Teams are executing well against us, and it doesn't matter the record. But it's just how we keep our composure. And we did that in that third quarter after getting down, and then we got down again in the third quarter, and then we kept our composure to the fourth and was able to take the lead.
Ken Moinke.
Hey LeBron, I don't know if you've seen online, but Kyle Kuzma, how he described kind of the look that he shot you in the fourth quarter for the ball. I don't want to say it, but he's a confident player, and I think what does that say about him that he's willing to to do less some nights, and to on a night like tonight when the ball wasn't really falling for a lot of guys, he's able to kind of channel that part of his game too.
Tonight he had it going, and we continue to find a hot hand. I want to continue to get him the ball and to continue to make plays, and that's the growth. The growth of him is knowing that some games are going to be different. He's not going to be always high-scoring nights, but he's still able to make an impact, especially on the glass, with his energy and his effort. But we need him to make shots. We need him to make shots, especially in the absence of AD. And tonight was an example of that.
Okay, we're going to take two more. Let's go to Kyle Boone.
Hey LeBron, this win makes you guys 8-7 without AD, over 500. Is that a number that you look at, that you watch, and what relationship does that record have to your expectations to repeat as champions?
No, I haven't even paid attention to our record without AD. We just want to continue to work our Laker habits, continue to play good basketball, and tonight we played good basketball, especially in that fourth quarter, where we turn it on defensively, we turn it on offensively, and we want to continue that going into our next game.
All right, and last question, let's go to Harrison Vegas.
Hey LeBron, Kuz has gotten a lot of credit, but it looked like Trez really stepped up on both of the ends of the floor for you guys tonight. I was just curious, how much more comfortable are you seeing him get out there on defense and offense for you guys? And have you talked to him at all about needing to step up while AD is out in terms of his scoring or anything like that?
Some things goes without saying. We all have to step up in AD's absence. And Trez did that tonight, on both ends, especially in that fourth quarter. He stepped up big time offensively, and we needed that push. We went a few quarters where we didn't shoot the ball well. We weren't making shots, but we hang our hats on our defense. And then Trez got to go into that fourth quarter. It's big time. We got to realize that it's only like the game 37. Trez with us. It's a brand new system. It's a brand new team. He's learning us. He played so many games. with the Clippers, and he kind of knew, he knew the system in and out, with those guys for years. So he's getting better and better every single game, and we're going to just continue to need his energy and effort on both ends of this floor. Appreciate it.
And LeBron, thank you.
So, Rob, LeBron said yesterday it's go time. It's time to get to gears 4, 5, and 6 as you kind of get ready for the play.
Anthony Davis, guys, was examined by team doctors prior to tip-off. He is progressing in his recovery and has been cleared to enter the next phase of his return-to-play process. He will be re-evaluated by team doctors in 2 weeks, and an update will be given at that time.
2 weeks? I mean, the waiting game.
You're not surprised?
No.
Right?
No. I think Frank Vogel mentioned it earlier. You have to continue to be cautious in this situation. So, not surprised. I think it still sets up for him to be back on the court at the right time. Still have 5 or 6 weeks to finish out the regular season and be at his best going into the postseason, fresh and healthy.
All right, KCP scored 7 points and made the defensive play of the game. He's now speaking with Mike.
KCP. Kenny.
Hey, Kenny, can you take us through that last possession, what you were expecting Indy to do, and how you ended up being able to jump in the lane like that?
Before they took the ball out, our game plan was to switch everything before the ball was entered, and then switch everything when the ball, if the ball did get in. And that was pretty much a game plan. I switched out on Sabonis. I saw the opening to try to get the steal, so I tried to get in front of him and get the ball, pretty much. Breakdown.
What did you see, I guess just zooming back to earlier in the fourth quarter, what did you see as the key to turning things around when you guys were down 8?
Just getting stops. We needed stops when they went on. They kept going on their runs. We needed stops, more energy. Also rebound the ball and get out in transition what we best at. I think we did that that fourth quarter and the last couple of minutes to finish the game out.
So you've now seen more of Kyle Kuzma than anybody else on the team going back a few years. Just wondered how you traced his development and what you've seen him, where you've seen him grow this season.
He was growing a lot, just being more aggressive on the offensive end. He's crashing the glass on the defensive end, which obviously that's different. Getting a second chance is just being in the right position to get them rebounds. And he's playing with great energy. And we need that from him. He's a scorer on this team.